Alright guys, I'm Ocean Kim, a senior at East Korea High School. I'm going to talk about setting up the definition of success. What I'm going to share tonight might sound very vague, but it's very personal for me. And it might be very personal for you guys too. It depends on how you apply these thoughts to yourself. First, think about what you're going to do or what you want to do tonight after this event, tomorrow, next week, or even next year. What would you do? What do you want to do? What's the point of doing that? What caused those thoughts? What's the goal that you want to accomplish through the things you just thought about? In our society, we tend to set others' wishes or the pressure as our own personal goal. We do not realize that what we're chasing is not what we actually want to do. It's often the pressure your environment puts on you. As a student applying to colleges, I ask myself, why do I want to study this major? Why do I want to go to this specific school? Why do I even want to go to college? And I ask that question to myself and my friends. And the most common answer was, because we want to be successful. Okay, makes sense. But what's success? Who defines the definition of success? My parents? Peers? Or the God I believe in? Who does? Lots of people feel the joy of acceptance, and lots of people experience the failure from the society. The school judge your potential and then decide your future steps. Just look at your potential. Some people, or a lot of people, experience failure from the society. Just like job interviews, you're not going to be judged by yourself, but by others. Because we're living in a world with different people, the definition of success in the society is very limited. It's because we share the definition together. It's very limited. However, definition of success for you can change. It depends on what your ultimate goal in your life is. I had to think this to myself first. I want to be successful, influential, super rich, and handsome. Because I want to be happy with money I have, reputation, influence, or maybe girls. You might disagree, but the happiness is something that you have complete control of. Regardless of what others do or say to you, if a specific factor meets your criteria of satisfaction, you can become happy. And those criteria is totally dependent on you. This is the reason why all the people have different value of success. Some want to be a millionaire. Another want to be a billionaire. Or someone might want to be a missionary. I asked a few pastors that I know if they're happy or not. Knowing that they did not make a lot of money. And I asked them if they're happy, even though there's lots of people who lives more sufficient life than them. Their answer was yes. They were happy. Furthermore, they call their lives successful. Until I heard the stories, I've never thought that pastors were successful just because they did not make as much money as the investment bankers do on the Wall Street. The pastors were happy, and that's all that mattered to them. Happiness and enjoying life was their purpose, and they've achieved it. In living in their own lives, as a pastor, influencing people, setting their own definition of success, and they achieved it. Then how can I not call them successful? After hearing their story, the story gave me hope. And I thought I became successful if I find something that I value the most. That way, I can be satisfied with myself, my criteria, and become happy. It's so simple. Some people might call this the process of self-justification. But I think rationalization is a pure factor that decides the criteria of happiness and my value, and to everyone. Some people might think that they can be successful just by playing around, wasting time, giving up their responsibilities. And you think that they're wrong. However, they're not completely wrong. If the person is completely satisfied with the behavior, no matter what they're doing, they're happy. And I call that success. But this is uncommon because if people feel lazy, they're not going to be satisfied with themselves. So they're going to find something to do to be satisfied with themselves. You can be rejected or get denied from the organizations, many organizations in the society, because they do not accept people who does not value their own value. However, that does not mean that you can't be a successful person. If your final goal is to be happy, you're capable of it. Do you think that you'll only be happy if you make $1 million a year? Go for it. Do you think you'll only be happy if you serve others with no monetary compensation? Go for it. You're the one who sets the criteria of the happiness for yourself. And that you're the one who's doing it. You're the one who's pursuing it. And you're the one who's going to be happy. Everything depends on you. The message I want to deliver tonight is this. Find what you value the most. Not something that others expect you to do. Or something that the society values the most. Something that what you really want to do. What you really want to do. If you go for something that is not really your personal goal, nor your ambition, the motivation to do something will turn to regrets and unhappiness. Closing. I am happy. I am talking to people on this stage where I always dreamed about, and I feel successful. Maybe I am. If I could tell me something as a different person, I would say this. If you think you're late to do something, if you think it's late, it's late. So start now. Start now because it's late. Do something you like. Do something that you won't regret trying. And then try something that you were not afraid of failing. That way, you can be satisfied with your criteria and love what you're doing and be successful. If the happiness is at the end of the road to the success, then you are capable of it. You can be successful. People doesn't have to call you successful. You got to be satisfied with yourself and your criteria, your result, then you can be successful with your happiness.